Hello and welcome to Your Shout. You know the drill by now. You send me your clips and we feature them. Simple as that. We've got quite a lot to get through, so I'm going to keep it short and keep it sweet. We're doing a bit of a rush job because we've heard that there might be potential for Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, to join West Ham at quite a cut price fee. So we had lots of videos sent in for people who want to talk about it. Just quickly before I start, we're sponsored by Noble Holidays. Check out the link below and let's get straight on. The first video is from Charlie.
13 million for Hernandez is a really good deal. I don't think in our position we can afford to turn our noses up at that, especially considering it looks like it's going to be a bit of a struggle or just a wait before we can sign maybe Giroud, Batshuayi and Iheanacho. I don't even think Hernandez is necessarily a step down from them because I feel like he's proven in this league. He didn't get a lot of game time at Man United, but he still managed to score goals off the bench. He did well at Leverkusen. He didn't do amazing, but he did good enough to say that I feel he could lead the line for us. And we'd actually do well with him going forward. He's got pace, which we've been lacking. He knows where the goal is. My only concern would be his age, but as I say, my main target for this season would be Giroud. So I'd happily take Hernandez. His age wouldn't come into it. I think he's even younger than Giroud. If we get Hernandez, I'd be willing to take liberties with our second striker because I do think we need to get two strikers, maybe even three, depending on who goes. But if we get Hernandez in, you know, if we don't get Giroud, Batshuayi or Iheanacho, it'll be a bit disappointing, but it won't be the end of the world. I think we've been linked with Andre Gray quite heavily in the last couple of days. If we get Hernandez, I would be happy to take Gray as our second signing. I feel like if we get Hernandez and Gray in, with that, I think we'd need some other positions, but I'd take that as a good window.
Thank you very much indeed, Charlie. Charlie sent that in. Thank you very much. He was speaking about Gray. Almost did a video on Gray yesterday, but then as Chicharito news came out, usually I get a chance to have a look at all the videos before I process this, but I'm watching all of these for the first time. So, next up, I believe we've got Dom.
Hello everyone, just doing a quick video for Hammers Chat regarding the news breaking about Javier Hernandez. We're in talks with him, looking to trigger his 13 million release clause. That will be an unbelievable signing and I'll be absolutely over the moon. He's proven in this Premier League before. He scored frequently for Man United, contributed a lot to them winning the title in 2011 and 2013. He's a good instinctive player, which is what I really like. He knows where the goal is, he's in the right place at the right time a lot. Proven in at national level, it's a no-brainer really. My only issue is the board possibly may get it wrong, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'll be absolutely delighted to see him in the West Ham shirt next season. So let's not pussyfoot about, get it fucking done, come on you irons.
Come on you irons indeed. Dom, thank you very much for sending that in, particularly at short notice, mate. Okay, well that's two down, and the feedback seems to be that he's somebody that people might like. Next up, we've got DJ Leon. Used to spin the old discs. What? Turntables? I don't know what Leon did. He certainly played bubbles before the match when the players were walking out. Though here he is, and he's going to give his opinions on Chicharito.
Hello everyone. It's DJ Leon here. Been a long time. Just been asked to do a video for Hammers Chat. On my opinions on West Ham agreeing to sign Little P, Chicharito, Javier Hernandez. For me, best striker out of there in Europe for Fox in the box. Will finish everything that you put in front of him. A great signing for us. He's up there with the signings of that guy there, Dimitri Payet. As far as I'm aware, it's all agreed, but he's waiting for his options to see if a Champions League club comes in for him. This is the statement we need. Someone like Hernandez would be fantastic for West Ham. Lanzini behind him can make things really happen. I've loved Chicharito since his days at Man United. He reminds me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the way he will score 5 to 7 goals this year just by tap-ins alone, just being in the right places. Now, the question is, do you play one up top with him or Lanzini behind him, or you play him off Carroll or Antonio when he's got to play up there? Question it depends what Slaven wants to do. If he goes 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, or last year he went 4-4-2 for a little bit. So personally, great signing. We still need another one. My opinions on Giroud, I wouldn't have Giroud for the only fact that is that it probably won't happen. But I would put a fit Andy Carroll in front of Olivier Giroud personally. Iniacho all day long. And then we just need to build, really. I think someone at the centre-back would be perfect. But apart from that, I think we'd do all right. Need a little bit of pace at the back, though. A bit gutted to see Declan Rice go out on loan, apparently, or Reece Burke. Reece Ox has already gone. I would like a little bit of pace at the back, but, you know, you've got Reedy there, so, you know, if you're going to go 3 or 4 at the back, we've got cover.
Thank you for that, Leon. Again, very, very positive about Little P coming in. Why is he called Little P anyway? Presume. Oh, don't worry. Anyway, who have we got next? We got Babbles. Babbles, cheers, mate. Babbles on holiday, as you'll see in a second, but it don't stop him. He's still going to send his videos in.
Hey guys, so hello from the fucking sunny Croatia. As you see, I'm on fucking vacation. What's happening in the West Ham in the last like fucking 2 weeks? I'm still watching everything, reading the newspapers and everything, but you know, unfortunately, again, nothing, you know, or fortunately, I don't know what, for whom, you know. For our owners, it seems like everything is expensive, or players are expensive, and you know, I don't know. It's fucking strange. I think our biggest problem is fucking David Sullivan, because our contract talks are laughable. You know, other clubs are also, you know, chasing those players that give a bang for a buck, so that where price makes sense and you get the quality for it. Like, look at Hernandez or something like that. You know, it's a little bit strange that we don't want to offer like 30 million for him and just bid, but you know, can we actually, you know, get the contract talks done? You know, what can we do to offer them? So, I don't know. I hope that we do something. I hope to God that we will do something, and that the media and other clubs like stop laughing at us, you know, when it comes to fucking, you know, transfer talks. Anyway, guys, gotta go, because as you see, this is my fucking vacation. In the fucking background is fucking sea and the islands, and I'm enjoying myself. So, you know, I'm doing this only for Gonzo and for his channel, because normally I wouldn't do it, you know. I just wanna, you know, run away. West Ham for life, baby. Ciao.
Thank you very much indeed, Babbles, and I do appreciate it, mate. I'm not sure running away constitutes going to the islands and enjoying the sunshine. That's not really running away, is it? Let's hope we can sign a player by the time Babbles gets back off his holiday. Fingers crossed, but he doesn't seem too sure at all. Next up, we've got someone who's even further away than Babbles. It's Kiwi Hammer, of course, coming all the way from New Zealand.
Hi everyone, I'm here today to discuss why we need to land Olivier Giroud to West Ham, basically. Alexandre Lacazette is currently in London at the Emirates Stadium, where he is currently getting a medical test done in attempts that Arsenal will end up landing Lacazette. I believe that deal is worth in and around £59 million. However, we are facing competition from, yep, you guessed it, the blue side of Merseyside, Everton. Oh man, Everton are also keen to land Olivier Giroud at this present point in time. However, for West Ham to be taken seriously and for us to have a decent chance of getting some form of respect, we have to fight, well, we have to land Giroud, or the board will face huge backlash from the fans, especially David Sullivan and Lady Brady herself. However, if this deal for Giroud comes through and pays off, then this could easily aid in the landing of Iheanacho Batshuayi and of course Theo Walcott, Giroud's current teammate at Arsenal. Of course, he is also unhappy with the way things are going at the Emirates, blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's the same situation. We are constantly being linked with players, but the ones that make sense the most, Giroud, Iheanacho Batshuayi, and Theo Walcott. So we could see at least one of these faces wearing this brand spanking new kit right here. I have to say, it is very sharp. $131.09 to get it personalised and shipped out to NZ. It's got my name and my number on the back. Yeah, I love it. It's going to be good to see these boys wearing the shirt next season. All I can say is, come on you Irons.
Kiwi Hamid Air, who's just spent £139 on a t-shirt and he's still smiling, so fair play to him. Good point about Everton. There's nobody that Everton won't buy at the moment, so yeah, obviously until we can get a striker across the line, we will be worried that they're going to nick whoever. They've almost become the new Tottenham, haven't they, really? Tottenham sort of always nicked the players that we were after, but anyway, let's see. We've got Tom next. Tom's a regular. Thank you for sending this in, Tom.
Hi guys, wanted to talk about the ongoing striker situation today. It's getting a bit beyond a joke. It may well only be early days, but I'm really growing impatient by the whole thing. It's ridiculous. I mean, we're desperate, and we've been desperate for a hell of a long time now. We really have, and everybody knows that. That's the problem. We've not had a player score 20 goals for us in the Premier League, I think, for 20 years, which was John Hartson. That's embarrassing. That really is ridiculous. That needs sorting. That needs addressing. We all know that, and I do think the board know that. How they're going about it, however, is perhaps not in the right way. I think that scattergun's come out again. They're all over that, and we've been linked with 5 or 6. And I do genuinely believe we are after those 5 or 6 strikers. Genuinely believe that. But what I think they should be doing, they should be sitting down, the manager, Tony Henry, the chairman, whoever makes the decision, decide who your number 1 target is between you. Who's your number 1 target out of those players? Is it Giroud? Fair enough. If it's Giroud, go and make Arsenal an offer they can't turn down. They might be giving it, you have to hang around and wait until we got Lacazette. Not good enough. This is your offer. We're offering well over the odds. Take it or leave it. If they don't take it, you move on to the second target. We can't wait around. We did that last summer. We waited around on players last summer. And then what ends up happening is we don't get them and we miss out on someone else. We can't afford for that to happen. So first target, go and get them. If for whatever reason they're still playing hardball, I'm afraid he has to go back down to the bottom of the list and we move on to the next target. If that's Iheanacho, accept Manchester City's terms. Just accept them, whatever they may be. Because they're not going to budge. They can wait around till the end of the window if they want. They're going to have plenty of people interested in Iheanacho, and they know that. So don't mess around. Go and offer the money, whatever the buyback clause may be. Accept the terms. Let's have him in. Because at the end of the day, as soon as we've got one in, as soon as we've got that one striker in, everybody then is that much more relaxed. Everybody can be patient. And you can then get on trying to get the other one and get your deals done. And we'll all be over the moon. Thank you very much. See you later.
And thank you very much indeed, Tom. And I tell you what, he's not messing around. That's who I would be sending in to do transfer negotiations. No David Sullivan, no Tony Henry. Tom, he's got a ruthless, nasty streak, don't you think? Right, next up is Luis. And he is going to talk about Javier Hernandez again, of course.
Hey guys, Luis here. And today we are talking about Chicharito, Javier Hernandez. In my opinion, he's obviously a great player. He has been in the best clubs in Europe, like Real Madrid, that didn't go very well for him, and Man U, obviously. But does he have the characteristics that West Ham are looking for? I was hoping we sign a faster striker, like for example Bakambu. I think he's the best option, and I will be very surprised if Leverkusen let him go for 12 million or 13 million or 15 million, but he's not getting younger, you know, and he recently turned 29, and is he the best option? That's what we are looking here. He has scored a lot of goals, but the Confederations Cup didn't go too well for him, and he is not the most consistent of players, but I would be surprised, but very happy if West Ham can sign him.
Thank you very much. I think we can all agree that Luis said Javier Hernandez better than anybody else did. No problems with pronunciations for that man. And it's fantastic. Fans are the best, aren't they? We've got fans all over the world. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, last up, we've got John, better known on the forum as JP Hammer. And yeah, well, as I say, I've not looked at any of these videos, so let's have a little listen to what John has got to say.
It pop up on Sky Sports that Hernandez is in talks with us over a £13 million move. That's got to be a bargain. Okay, he's 29, but compared to what we've been discussed with Giroud for 25 million, looking at Hernandez's stats, goal ratio of 1 in every 3 games, or just under that, across all the teams he's played for, is a really good ratio. It's great at finding space in the box. Goal poacher, exactly what we need. Be interesting to see how he links up with Lanzini and Antonio as well, especially the way Lanzini's improved over back in the last season, the assists he's been getting, and Antonio his assists. So this could be a really promising signing for us this season, especially if we get him, as I said, at a snip of 13 million. Plus, if we're able to get a second striker as well, whether it's Walcott or Giroud, it gives us another option. Personally, I would like Iniacho, but let's see what happens with City and whether they get a transfer ban. But Hernandez for 13 million, got to be a bargain surely, on his stats of one goal in every 3 games.
Thank you very much indeed. John, who's looking very dapper in his waistcoat, may I say. Right, he's happy with the price. Everybody's happy with the price. I mean, 12-13 million for a proven goal scorer almost seems too good to be true. So, like everybody says, let's not have any dilly-dally. Let's not have any mucking around. Let's get the deal done, and if all else fails, we can always send Tom in to do the negotiations. Thank you to everyone who sent in the videos. They're great. They're absolutely great, and we're trying to respond really quickly to news as it happens. Because we've done that today, the videos I have been sent, particularly by Belfast Hammer and by Avit, I'll put them in the next video because they don't really have a sort of time frame on them, and you're talking about more generic subjects to do with West Ham. So if you've got something you want to say about West Ham, it could still be about Hernandez, doesn't matter. You might want to talk about the stadium conversion, you might want to talk about the lack of transfers, you could talk about anything at all. Send them in to me at info@hammerschat.com and we will process it. You'll get my opinions on Cup of Tea, which I'm going to do with Gio later on in the week, over on the main channel. Speaking of which, what we really need you to do is to subscribe to this channel, if you'd be so kind, please. I know I'm a bit like a scratch record with it, really. The reason being is we need people to subscribe so as we can grow the channel. So basically, the bottom left icon, if you click that, it looks a little bit like that. You should basically just click it, and what that'll do is that will take you to our YouTube page. When you're on the YouTube page, which looks something like this, click subscribe. If you just press that, click it with your mouse, something like that, then hit the bell icon. Then that basically, once you've ticked the box and press save, then what that will then do is that will then give you notifications anytime we do any transfer updates or any videos, and just keeps you in the loop with everything that we do. Right, I'm going to go and process this. I'll get it up as soon as I possibly can before we find out that actually we're not interested in the striker at all and we're after somebody else, or that Everton have nicked him. Until that time, I'll see you back in a week. Thank you very much for watching, and come on you Irons.